All right, so as you can see, we got some little invasion in the basketball court. So we're gonna learn how to do the pop shove-its on this platform right here, this stage. Manny pad ledge, it's a pretty cool spot, but we're just gonna focus on flat today. So the challenge at the end of the video is gonna be me doing all 8 shove-its off of the ledge. But we're gonna pretty much learn how to do improve our shove-its with all stances. I mean, sorry, using all stances as a, I guess, as an opportunity to learn a little bit more, because you know I learned shove-its probably the first, and then it came like front pop, fakie, or in something in that order. But what I will say is my pop shove-its didn't improve until I learned switch shove-it first. So check out this switch. So that one compared to the regular shove-it, it feels way more better to do it on flat with speed than a regular one. But once I was able to reference what I was doing as far as positioning, posture, weight distribution on a switch shove-it, and reference that to the regular one, my regular ones improved. For example, with the regular shove-it before, my foot would be pointed at the pocket, so right here, or it'd be pointed towards the middle of the board. Let's just say it'd be like this. But the problem with that is, for one, it felt like unsafe, right? It felt like I was gonna pressure, it felt like it was gonna flip, and so I just always kind of avoided doing them, honestly. It wasn't until I noticed that when I would do switch pop shove-its, my foot, instead of pointing at the pocket or over here, it was pointing kind of straight off of the board, right? So I applied that same thing to regular shove-its, and it helped so much. Look, so instead of having it over here, I'll go here. Whoa. All right, let's do it again. Good one. All right, but you can see that was a good one. You can see that it just pops up way easier because the pressure is directly going down instead of kind of scooping it, right? And so I'm gonna do all the other 6 ones, so fakie and nollie, and then I'll kind of talk a bit about what each stance kind of helped me understand about shove-its or pop shove-its, however you want to classify these. Pop shove-its, right? Yeah, okay. So this is fakie. Can you be right there in that center? Okay. That was fakie. You can see that I went over here to my right side when I landed. Oh, on that one I went to my left. And that's really what would happen a lot in the past when I wasn't really trying to improve my shove-its. I would always stick to staying on my left side. But just like I've mentioned in other videos, that works against you when you're trying to do it onto things or even off of obstacles, because that weight distribution is slightly unstable if you stay on that back foot, right? Because the back foot, when you're skating switch and fakie, is always going to be the left one, right? Even though normally that's your front one. So the challenge with learning,
that's for someone that's regular,
right? That's for someone who's regular, sorry. So this kind of changes if you're goofy. But what I will say is, because I noticed that they weren't getting any better when I would do them like this, and in fact they were very inconsistent and felt insecure in a way when I did them, I knew that when I was doing shove-its, if I landed like this on my back foot, it wasn't ever gonna feel comfortable personally if I took it down stuff or onto things. So referencing that I learned on the fakie shove it, I incorporated it in a way where I make sure before I pop, I'm leaned over this left side, right? And not only when I pop, but also when I land. Let's get a good one.
So you're leaning more towards the direction you're going?
Exactly, yeah. So I'm leaning on the leg closest to the direction I'm going. But what I will say, and that was actually a perfect example of why it's always best to stay on that left side, on the front foot, lead foot, because if I landed in a narrow stance, I just did it right now, in a narrow stance, but my weight was over this right side, I'd be more likely to slip out, be unstable. But if I land in a narrow stance and I stay over this left side, I'm more likely to land it with some balance. Even though there could be improvement to that, I'd much rather prefer to stay over the left side because it gives me more chances to land instead of slipping out. Of course, you could do this and fall forward. Did I get too close? Yeah, I'll get too close. Of course, I could land there and fall forward, but it's less likely, right? Because this, you can get stronger and hold yourself. Whereas over here, if you put your weight there, you're slipping out no matter how strong you are, right? And so that's what fakies kind of help me understand about regular power shove-its. Now let's try a nollie power shove-it. Okay, that one really helped me understand the fact that I don't really need to push so hard when I'm trying to pop, right? It's more really of where I'm pushing the board from, right? Am I pushing, or what do you call this? Snapping, there we go. Where am I snapping the board from? Am I snapping it from closest to the toe side? Am I snapping it closer to the heel side? Or pretend there's a center dot there, am I snapping it right there on that center? And so as you can see on the video, I popped it on the center. So what that taught me when I went back to my regular shove-its was that if I want more pop, it's not about pushing my foot so hard down. It's really just about that timing and that precision of the snap. And so we can see it again, my regular shove-its. The center. Man, that was a good one, huh?
Yeah.
That felt good. I get excited because I was never good at this trick, and I just am not barely, but this past year I'm really understanding it. So that nollie, learning them nollie really helped me understand that precision and timing for the snap, right? So which one have we done? Switch. I guess we haven't done front shoves yet, but
we haven't done switch. Or you can do the front shoves
yeah,
too?
front shoves too, all of them, all 8 of them. So we'll do. So yeah, I covered switch, I covered fakie and nollie, and how that helped me understand, or how to improve these shove-its, backside shove-its. How the other stances help me understand more of these shove-its, and also I bring this up, or I feel like this is a super important topic because many of us think we have to perfect a shove-it, and then in order to go to a fakie shove-it, nollie, or fake, what am I saying? Switch. Those 3. But the truth is you can kind of dabble in and out of each of them, and you'll progress them kind of in sync, right? Yeah. I don't know if that's the right word, in sync, but
that's interesting because I feel like someone might take from your videos that they need to learn to pop shove it really good before they move on to another shove it.
Not really good. Like it could be consistent. Look, I think if you land them consistently, but they're not fine, like they're not perfect. So if you're doing this, like, you know, tic-tacking, but it's a consistent land, you can move on, right? But it doesn't need to be perfect, because truthfully, even at your best, you're gonna try one and it's gonna kind of, you know, get screwed up. Like for example, a trick I have very well is tray flip on flat ground. Super good. Like honestly,
Super
I
good.
know, right? Very egotistical.
All
narcissist.
modest?
All modest. No, but it's like I have it good on flat, but just because I have it good on flat doesn't really mean that I have it perfect on everything else, right? And so they're like, dude, that trade blue wasn't even that good. It wasn't. I landed kind of off. But okay, my point being is that you can always go back and forth within the tricks because they each have a little lesson within them. But obviously, if you're doing this and only landing 1 out of 10, then you probably shouldn't really get so worked on the other stances. Now we're gonna apply the same, I guess, the same. What's the word?
I have no idea.
Oh my god.
The same perspective?
Wow, why am I blanking? Approach. We're gonna apply the same approach as far as referencing when it comes to front shoves. So look at this front shove. Wow, that was cool. Let me do another one. Okay, I've realized with those two, I'm over popping it. Wow. There we go. Okay, so with front shoves, that was a big problem before, and it still kind of lingers where I shove it and it over rotates. Over rotates. I know some of us have the issue where we try to shove it and it flicks. I feel like that's where you really need to focus on the shove it first, right? This is really only what I'm talking about is how to improve them once you already have them. So if you find yourself in a position where you're still flicking when you're trying front shoves or regular shoves, you kind of need to dial that trick in first in order to improve them through referencing other stance shove-its. Does that make sense for you?
I was not really listening.
Oh my God.
I'm
Okay.
trying to get you good.
Okay, he's focused on something else. I'll explain. Okay, so that's a front shove. Now we're gonna do nollie front shove. Maybe I'll go to you. I'll go.
Okay. Oh, what
Okay,
the?
so you can see for that nollie front shove, first off, it was horrible, but you can see how there's an inclination to go to the back foot, and that's really only because I lose that tension that I need to have from the beginning to the end of the trick with that left side. So let's try it again and keep that in mind. We need to keep that tension in, that weight over the left side the whole time.
The lead foot. Oh, so manual. Wait, let me be in front of you.
Okay. So.
Oh my god. Good.
I'm getting confused.
What?
What do you mean in front of you?
Wow, so I could be in front of you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so here we go. Another one. Okay.
Yeah.
That was better. Even though I missed it, I want to miss it and stay over that left side. I much rather prefer doing that so that I can get that result where I land here instead of always kind of doing this, going on my back foot, right? Because if I land on my back foot, I can do it very easy. Oh my god. I'm also out of it today, but that's not what we want. We want to improve them so that we can help it reference our regular shoves. I need to get a good one. Okay.
It's your popping foot is very slanted.
Yeah, I know. I'll get to that right now. Okay, there we go. So with that one, it tells me that I can't really rely on momentum because of where my foot is positioned, right? If I have it here, I'm not really gonna be able to pop it that well. But if I have it in the center, I can just think about doing this, right? Here. And so really, as long as my foot is positioned in that right pocket, it's going to give me that pop that I'm looking for. I need to land a good one.
I guess. It's also a good it's also like a good way of saying what comes easy isn't always what's best, because you could do the shove it so easy.
Right, yeah, exactly, good point. Like if you find that you can do it better in a way where you're landing on that back foot, that's fine, use that as defense. But when it comes to getting an improved shove it or pop shove it, whatever stance you're doing, you want to really make sure how your foot positioning affects it, how your weight distribution affects it, and how your engagement of that hip, of those hips engage it, affects it as well. And so that's kind of all that's not all, but that's what we're keeping in mind as we do these different stances, because those three aspects all apply, right? Foot positioning, weight distribution, and engagement of those hips. I need to get a good one. Okay. Real quick, you see, if I never figure out how to keep my weight over the left side, let's say I want to do a nollie front shove to nose mani, it's going to be so much harder if I'm so comfortable landing on that back foot. So this is why I'm saying, just in order to improve it, you want to stay on that lead foot, right?
Right. Why do you think you're messing up right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Honestly, right now, I'm out of it. There we go. Why do I think? I think it's because I'm with a limited space right now, so I feel kind of like, and I'm kind of curving. I didn't even notice I was curving, but as I go, I'm curving.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things are changing as I'm trying this trick. So sometimes I'll come this way, other times I'll go that way. And so this actually brings up a great point of, you want to make sure you're consistent. What happened?
I'm just thinking about you start saying sometimes the wind is blowing like this, and just making up like a bunch of
random stuff. No, it's like I'm reminded of this every time I skate. It's important to stay consistent in your approach so that you can understand like where you're going wrong, right? And what I mean by that, in a simple way, it's like, let's say one day you're practicing a shove it on a very gravelly, like rough ground, and on the other day you're practicing it on something very smooth. It's going to give you different outputs when you're learning. And so the more consistent your outputs are, you can identify what's actually going wrong, right? So let's actually aim to go just straight, right? Go towards you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Follow this line.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I really feel like the reason you're messing up is because your foot is...
I already know.
What?
It's too wide for me. Oh, you were gonna say because it's pointing that way.
Yeah, because your foot is really pointing.
No, it's not that.
Sure, because the other ones you said to keep it straight.
Yeah, I know, but that's because... I'll get to that.
All right.
Wow.
I have a big feeling it's because of that.
Okay, let me straighten it. Let's see, coach.
You straightened it really weird.
Huh?
You straightened it really weird.
No, it was straight.
Your foot wasn't really on the board.
Okay, but regardless, that's not the biggest thing. You just want to make sure it's consistent. So if I'm like moving this all the time,
yeah,
right, I'm not gonna get anywhere, or I'll get somewhere, but it may take longer. Especially since I'm already comfortable doing them this way, right? So maybe I just kind of need to pop more down instead of pushing it forward, right? just getting low enough.
Oh, that was.
All I did there is engage the hips. Let me do it again.
That's good. Oh,
Okay, so you see I kind of landed on my back foot, but then I quickly was over the left. That's an improvement.
your lead foot.
My lead foot.
I did confuse. It might confuse someone when
Look,
you use left
you're-
and right. So just
Left
say
and right.
lead foot. Because someone
Okay,
might be
but they-
goofy that's listening.
Right,
to
but you can see, you guys can use your common sense and understand I'm a regular skater and a goofy skater. And I'm only saying this because sometimes you're gonna look at a skater who's goofy and you're regular, and if you can't differentiate how you can apply or how you can reference their skating because they're a different stance, it's gonna hurt you. And I say that because growing up, one of my favorite skaters was P-Rod, and he was goofy. I was gonna say he was switch, and he was goofy. And if I was like, oh, he's a goofy skater, I can't mimic my skating over that. I just lost a lot of game that I could have got by just looking at the skating and analyzing that, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna do it one more time. No matter how it goes, I'll move on because I haven't even done switch or fake yet. What time?
really?
No, what time are we on?
21.
It's okay. Okay, one more. Okay. I feel like I was just over analyzing it for a bit.
I think it does seem like you're engaging so much in the pocket.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why it's also going like the board's going like this.
sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pressuring it once it flips. Yeah, if I just kind of bring it up here a little. If I bring it closer to the top. There we go.
That was a good one, huh?
Yeah. So there we go. I mean, sometimes it's just simple as like not changing that foot positioning, but changing where in that tail is it placed. So if I put it here, I want to go here. If I do this, it's better than keeping it in the pocket. Right?
Yeah.
It gives you more feedback, more snap. So let's do a switch one. Switch. Okay. Actually, you can see on that switch one, I keep my back foot, my left foot. Why are you going over there? I'm gonna do it again. My left foot was in the pocket. But because I kind of learned that it can help to keep it closer to the top of the tail or the bottom of the tail, however you want to say it, I'm gonna try that out. So honestly, that felt very like effortless. So I'm gonna try to fine tune it with that. Wow.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. So it goes back to if it feels better, doesn't mean necessarily it is. For me, it feels better to have my foot here, right? As you can clearly see, because I did it both nollie and switch like that the first times. But now that I know that if I put the foot closer to the end, it has a better snap. I'm gonna use that feedback and incorporate it now with every shovel, right? Because it all really applies. Like, what happened?
You just keep going.
It's because your smile is like very distracting.
It's because
all I see is like a big.
No, look. It's because I go right here so I can get the lighting.
Right.
But when I go like this, you just move.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh my god.
Okay. Weird. Okay. All right. So that was switch. Let me do fakie. All right. It was very uncomfortable, but I put it on the like at the edge. Let me do it again.
Oh,
Wow, that
jeez.
one pumped.
You landed so stiff right there.
I know. I'm not used to it. Okay. That timing is so hard. know something I just noticed I was doing? My feet were a bit too wide.
That one looked like your feet was too in. Would you say this is the one that's you're most uncomfortable with?
Yeah, like when I go off of stuff, for sure. Because it feels like it can spin so easily. But the way, because it spins so easily, whenever we're gonna actually go straight to the impact. When I go off of something, I intentionally just pop down. I just think about snapping down. Yeah, of course, there has to be a little bit of this, where your foot goes slightly into your toe side. But because the momentum helps it spin, I don't rely on that. That's already gonna happen regardless. So what I'm really being intentional with, and this can change for you. Maybe you need to be intentional about a little bit of this, right? Damn, I just shit myself. That hurt. Okay, maybe you need to be intentional about that instead of the pop. But for me, after trying it so many times, I know it's the pop. So we're at the end, and I just want to, I guess, summarize what the whole point of this was, and it was pretty much to get better at shove-its by referencing other stances, right? So if you want to get better at a regular shove-it, this doesn't mean learn. You can know them, you could have learned them, but if you want to improve them and you're stuck, go to the next stance, whether that's switch, fakie, nollie, and reference what you're learning in those stances to your regular stance one, right? Okay, having said that, we're gonna do all 8 of them off of
all
the
8?
ledge. Yeah.
27 minutes.
It's okay. I kind of regretted this ending challenge, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna be humans of our word. Did I sound inclusive?
Humans of our word.
Because I could have been like men of our word. I mean, we are men. Okay, men of our word. There we go. I'm just trying to be silly.
Man includes women too.
Tough crap.
I heard that.
It's okay. Let's not get political. Right?
Well, it's not political.
Just kidding. All right, right here.
You want to do it? Come here.
Yeah, let's go this way because I don't want to. I was scared of that.
Yeah.
Okay, on that one though, you saw how I flipped. For one, I wasn't committed, but 2, I feel like this foot was closer to the toe side than I needed to be. It just needs to be like over here. Whoa, in the center.
Watch out.
Oh. That was a good pop though.
Damn, imagine we could just go to the mariachi 4 right now.
For what? It's too hard.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm honestly leaning back before I even pop. And it could be just because it's kind of slanted down.
Yeah.
But
You're also going.
I'm going so slow.
Yeah, slow.
Okay.
We're 30 minutes.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Hey, the battery is 10%.
10%? Okay. We're gonna go up to 5. I'll do them right here. Back to back.
All right. want to do an outro and then just end it trying it?
No.
All right then. Whoa.
Right here. Damn, I'm badly. But this one is the hardest one. I'm going too hard on the pop.
Oh.
You see how I'm landing so stiff?
Yeah.
I need to start more engaged.
But you're going slow.
You know?
Why are you going slow?
Well, because there's no drop. I mean, there's no gap.
Got it.
It's not that good, but I landed on my right foot, my lead foot, so that was good.
He said he landed on his lead foot, so that was good.
Two.
Ooh. Oh, what the?
Oh, it snapped out the board. Alright. Oh, it snapped it. Wow, you know what it is? It does curve down like super. It like slanted down.
Oh, on the left?
Yeah.
On the...
Like on this.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one.
Alright. Three.
Oh.
Committed. That's why I don't want to go fast. I just need to really rely on the pop.
You got it right here. What?
That front foot completely just didn't go up.
Oh, I think it's like going slow.
Alright guys, if it dives, there's a code down there if you want to get some splays. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, do all that stuff that helps us. We appreciate it greatly. We're gonna keep it going until it really just dies.
It's at 5%. Oh.
At least we got 4. Okay.
Oh, it's 8, huh?
Huh?
It's 8? Oh my gosh. Whoa, that was...
Now get it in the beginning.
Oh my god, that one. Those are the ones where you like land and slip.
Yeah.
That's scary. Oh.
I toe touched, but we're gonna keep it.
Whoa. First try. What?
That one sucks. Honestly, what could help me, but I feel like I can't get it, is a breather.
Then just get it.
Fighting the time.
2%.